So today morning, I was having this conversation with one of my PfMP alumna, and this is a very interesting conversation. And she wanted to share her experience, with the portfolio management practices she had over a period of time. And I thought this is a very interesting conversation. Why not I bring to all of you? And the topic was around she said that Kailash, she always experienced in last 2 decades that the portfolio majority of the time doesn't fail because of the strategy going wrong, but it's because the organization has not pulled the trigger on time. I said interesting topic, and let's go deeper into this. And I asked her to go drill it down so that I can understand, and then maybe I can share whether uh, those assumptions were right, or then I can add more value to her, and so on. So she said, Kailash, I'll share few triggers, and the first trigger what she shared is she said, Kailash, she experienced that there's so many time where the organization strategy was good, but their portfolio initiatives were not prioritized. I said, okay, that if that is a trigger, the portfolio has failed. She said yes. I said okay. And she explained me further that many time what happens, organization try to balance the portfolio where they have multiple initiatives, such as maybe she was working in that IT consulting organization, and she said the client she was supporting in the portfolio, the client in that portfolio was having multiple initiative, such as there were revenue generation initiative, there were customer centric initiative, there were innovation initiative, and nothing was prioritized in those portfolio initiative were not prioritized. What resulted in that portfolio is the every initiative were taking random resource utilization. There were demands were unmet, and that led to the resource exertion, and also there were other problems she experienced. I said, had this client of her in that portfolio services she was offering had been prioritize the initiative, there could have been a better value realization, and the portfolio would have not missed that value proposition for which it was authorized and charter. And it was not the strategy was wrong. Diversification is not a wrong strategy, but diversification, because of diversification you not prioritizing the initiative, they were certainly wrong. And she said, yeah, the prioritization is a big trigger. If they could have pulled on the right time, this value, their organization, their portfolio would have realized, and customer would have been got the real value. I said, great. What are the other reason she felt that strategy is not the culprit, but the the maybe these some of these triggers are the culprit of portfolio failure. The second reason, what or the trigger she told me, is there were no stop rule. There were no stop rule were set. I said, what do you mean by stop rule? She said, Kailash, there were again so many projects and program, temporary component. They were planned to deliver, the value at different milestone, but there was no stop rule that um if margin drop below X point, then we will stop. Or if maybe value realization delayed by Y duration, then we will exit from that initiative. Or if client scope continuously vary, maybe then we will rework on the contract, so that we don't have the scope creep problem, and otherwise we will take a pause. So such stop rules were not defined at all, and that led the portfolio keep dragging in, keep prolonging, and until it has been realized that we have to now pivot, or we have to uh, uh, take corrective measure. It was too late. So that was a great trigger. She have shared said that the stop rules are very important, and if those stop rules are not there, it doesn't matter how good is your strategy, but your portfolio will never deliver the right value. I said, very interesting. I said, is there any other triggers she has experienced that led to portfolio failure, other than the strategy going wrong? She said many other triggers she have seen, and one more trigger she shared is maybe where the decision making latency. I said, wow, let's go deeper into this trigger as well. So what she said, decision making latency means where when clients were having ad hoc changes because of the either portfolio internal performance problem or because of environmental changes. They were there were a lot of changes were happening. Scope was continuously evolving without any alignment to the real strategy, and nobody was willing to take the decision that should we stop at this point. And they were always delaying the decision by saying, okay, let's collect more data before we take a decision. Or they were also saying that okay, we will do it in a next phase gate review, we'll take the decision in next phase gate review. Or when there is a next client interaction or client meeting will happen, then we will take a decision around this portfolio. So decisions were delayed. There were latency in taking faster decision, and that is the reason the portfolio never met the value at every milestone. And again, the root cause was not the portfolio strategy was wrong, but the decision making latency was the core culprit. And frankly saying, she gave me many other triggers. She shared which are wonderful experiences. She shared with me that why portfolio fail, not always because of strategy, but many a time because of some of these trigger, where lack of prioritization, lack of stop rule, decision making delay, and so many other reasons, and so on. And yes, I said, absolutely, she's right. Portfolio doesn't fail always because of a strategy going wrong. Of course, that is surely a reason too for a portfolio failure, but that's not the primary reason. That's not the only reason. And some of these triggers are certainly the great triggers for portfolio failure. And we had a lot of other discussions in this morning. I'm just in a casual clothing because I just finished this discussion with her, and I thought, why not I record this conversation and maybe share with this P3M community. And maybe it may add value to some of you who may be watching this video. I want to also tell you, friends, we always have at add-on skills. Okay, first of all, my name is Kailash Upadhyay. I am the PFMP mentor, helping global, PFMP aspirants in their certification journey. And I'm proud to say that I have helped the highest number of PFMP certified professionals around the world through my mentoring and support. And one part of my mentoring is such conversation much beyond the certification success. This alumna is already PFMP certified maybe a year back, And after that also we always set up such conversation, such a mentoring session, and which I always tell whether my PGMP, my PFMP, or my PMP alumni, that for add-on skills, it's not a certification journey, it's a competency development journey. So we don't stop just when you get certified. We have this, it's like a portfolio, it's an ongoing relationship with all of these alumni. It's not a temporary project and program for us. The certification is an portfolio which is always ongoing. We always try to maximize the value for these global alumni who join us in our certification program, whether a PMP, PGMP, PFMP, and so on. So friends, if you are a practicing portfolio manager, and if you want to learn the global framework for managing portfolio and the real world experience of portfolio management, and want to really influence your stakeholder and maximize the portfolio value, then this online cohort of mine going to be a really I can promise you that it will be a best learning experience of your life, and it will add value much beyond the certification for you. So just find the cohort link in the video description, contact information, and reach out to add-on skills team. Reach out to me, as I said, Kailash Upadhyay. Connect to me on LinkedIn. And even if you are not in my cohort, but through this my LinkedIn connection, you can start realizing the incremental value. I know most of the time you will be busy with your your initiative in your personal and professional world, but learning should not stop, and just a connection will give you the right momentum, the continuous learning. So that's what I want to tell you. Yeah, that's all for now, and have a great day, and see you soon with some another conversation that I will bring. I always like to bring this conversation with my alumni, because these conversations are always enriching for me personally, and I always feel that it will add value to you. Do share your feedback, do comment, if you would like to share some experiences with me around your program portfolio and project management experiences, and wants to validate some of your assumptions, then I'm certainly open for it. That's all. Thank you. Have a great day.